was a quick walk around our 2007 Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG, and given the mileage, it has accumulated a few imperfections around the vehicle, and we're going to do our best to point those out to you now. We're going to start at the driver's side front area. So we have a couple of really light scratches here around the near the bottom of the A-pillar, and then we'll have to do our best to separate what is just spots of dust that has been accumulated from just moving the car around during our shoot, and paint chips, but we'll do our best here. So here we are at the front wheel. Looks like there's this stain along one of the inside of the spokes into the center cap area. Looks like we have a little chip down there, but otherwise not a whole lot going on there, so that is nice to see. So we do have quite a few paint chips around the hood and front area here, so I'm just kind of pointing out the bigger ones, but there are just a bunch peppered around, and I'll do our best to show you all of that. But black car in the sunlight should make it pretty apparent. I mean, you can see just speckled all around. I mean, I won't even bother just pointing out individually. You can see the freckles of paint chips all across the hood there, and then of course the lower valence, and we do have a couple other assorted marks in there. No particular mark or imperfection is wholly significant, but it's just the volume of all of these paint chips here that we want to show you and bring to your attention. A couple more up the A-pillar here. There's a little bit bigger one there, but as a whole, I mean, without paint protection film, a black car, it's pretty apparent. So we just want to show you that. Let's move on to the other front wheel. So we have a chip on the outside there. There's this scratch here, another chip on the outer part of the wheel, another one there, a couple more scratches throughout, but again, none of them particularly major, but just want to show those to you. So let's see, some of that is just dirt that again just got picked up as we moved the car around. Not much to show you down at the passenger side. So we do have a couple scratches here, and then on the chrome of the door handle there. And then we'll take a look at the wheel. Looks like some touch-up or I don't know, some kind of staining here along the outside of the spoke. Same thing down here, and just some dirt otherwise. So we'll get to the rear of the car now. This part is not in the sunlight, so it may be a little bit more difficult to point out some more minor things, because it kind of just all blends into me right now. But if there's anything that catches my attention, I will certainly show it, like this mark here on the lower rear bumper. But the back of the trunk lid, pretty tough to see really anything. There may not be anything, but I just don't want you guys to think we're hiding anything there. And it's just tough to see. So we have, here's another scratch, a couple more scratches on the driver's side rear area. We'll take a look at the wheel here. Not very much to point out, looks like a little chip down here and some more staining there. We'll go along the side. Looks like there's a little scratch. Can't even feel that, but it's hard for the camera to pick up focus there. But then here's a scratch, and we have just some assorted paint chipping along there, because that is a pretty common danger area for rock chips that get kicked up from the front wheels. So we have a couple more chips in there, and then up the A-pillar there's a couple scratches here along the inside of the A-pillar near the windshield. And we'll go to the interior. I don't think there's a lot to really show. Seat bolsters there. Not a whole lot of wear. Nothing out of the ordinary. And all the touch points and everything are pretty well cared for. So just wanted to go around the car, show you some things that may not be as obvious in the photos, but here is our S65 AMG.